Hey everybody, how are you? It started with Stampin' with Chaos. I wanted to jump on and do another video in our fall series of cards for the week. This one I'm going to be using our All About Autumn 6x6 paper, the specialty paper, and I think I showed you this when we purchased, or when we did our pre-sale and I did my unboxing video. But once again, I want to show you, it's got so many pretty papers. I love the DSP paper, or the 6x6 papers, because it's so easy to make cards out of, and you can end up using almost every bit of it. So that's really a nice thing. This one's got 48 sheets. It's got 4 each of 12 double-sided papers. Some of them are just prints, and then some of them are designed. With that being said, we're just going to jump right in. I am pre-recording this video so I could get it posted during the week. I got a busy week ahead, so I wanted to try to get all my videos done this weekend. Well, I had a little bit of time. So the card that we're making is a little bit different. It's going, instead of being our normal 5.5 by 4 1/4, I took a 7.5 by 5.5, but I scored it at 3 1/4. So it's kind of got a little bit different of a fold. This is our copper clay. Then we're going to use our crushed curry on the inside, and that one's cut at 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. And then our mossy meadow, we've got 4 1/4 by 3, but I scored it at 1/4 inch, and you'll see why I did that. So that was a little bit different. And then I picked out this DSP. You can see the gold and the white, maybe you can see it like that. And I did that one at 3 by 5 1/4. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna flip you down, and we're gonna kind of put this card, I went ahead and got everything cut out the best that I could, so that we can make this go a little bit faster, because I got to do a little bit of coloring. I should have colored before now too, but I didn't. So we're going to try to make it happen. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our DSP, our Design a Series paper, and we are going to put that right there. Okay, and then we're going to take our crushed curry, and we are going to stick it right there. But before we do that, this green, so what this green is going to do, and we've got a fold on it, so you're going to take your bone folder and make sure the crease goes really good, because what we're going to do is actually put this under the crushed curry and make a little flap. And then when it comes over, it's going to go over like that. I really like this fun fold card. I made a birthday card this weekend. I'll have to post for Dre using some baseball paper. So I think what I'm going to do is I will go ahead and add some adhesive to the green. And we're going to try and get that right in the middle, the best that we can. And you can measure, you can use a tape measure. I don't, I just eyeball everything, and sometimes I regret it, but that's what I do. Okay, whoops, come on, flap. Okay, push it down. Ah, dang nabbiters, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's try this again, because that has to attach to the yellow. So let's do this first to get this on the outside. The biggest thing is when you fold it over, you want to make sure that it's going to fold without, there we go. So that's where we want it there. Because on Dre's card, I put it over too far and it wouldn't lay flat. So I had to adjust it a couple times. Then we're going to take the crushed curry and put over the top of it. So the best that you can. We're going to do that. I'm going to try and pull this up. This is where I see that I made a little bit of a mess there. I can't find my scissors to fix it. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, is what I did. I'm just gonna rip it, I think. I think I can get it good enough. There we go. Good enough. Improvise. We gotta improvise. I'm good at punting and improvising. Okay, so that should work like that. Alrighty. So then once that's done, what we're going to do to the flap is I used our layered circle dies, and I went ahead and I cut it out, and it is approximately in diameter 2.5 inches. So that is going to go down first, and we're going to put it like right there, and then we need to do some coloring. Okay, so I used our new stamp set, which is the, that's not the Inked by Botanical Stamps. Oh my goodness, and I did not pull it out. It is called, let's see if I can find it real quick. And I'm not supposed to be sharing this with you, but whoops. It is called the Rustic Crate Bundle. Actually, by the time you see this video, the catalog will be live, so it'll be okay. This is called the Rustic Crate Bundle. And so then what I'm going to do is I cut it, I stamped it in black, and then I cut it out in using the die cuts. And then I'm going to color it with our colored pencils. The pens, I think, I didn't feel that I could get a good enough color with the pens. I was afraid it was too, how do you say it, too overbearing. You want it more of a light, subtle colors. Okay, so crushed curry is in here. I just have to find it. So I'm going to start with the sunflower and just lightly start coloring. You know, it's late at night and I didn't think about when I started this video, and do you know how hard it is on my eyes to see this late? Silly Darla. So we're just gonna go around. You guys, hope you don't get tired of sunflowers, but I love them. There's a field on my way to work. I need to grab my camera and stop and get some pictures this next week before they spray them to start dying. How many of you know that sunflowers follow the sun? So if the sun's out in the east in the morning, the flowers are all turned that way, but by the afternoon they're turned the other way because the sun has moved. It's cool to sit and look at it and see it happen. Okay, we're just gonna nicely color these flowers. I think that one was supposed to be green. Yeah, I'm a little tired. Okay, so then what I want to do is I want to take this was the crushed curry pencil out of our watercolor pencil assortment number 2. And now I'm going to take the pumpkin pie. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to take the early espresso, which is a brown. I'm going to go with a little darker color. And make sure the early espresso. And we're just going to kind of go over the lines and darken it up a little bit. So it just kind of makes it, give it a shadow. Okay. Okay, and then I am going to do the center dark brown. And I'm going to go over here and finish these. Okay, and then if you see too many white spots, you can go back over it with the curry, kind of blend it in a little bit. Super, super, super cute, super easy. Alrighty, so then we're going to go to the corn, and the corn I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow. I don't know if I got a Mossy Meadow. I might have to use actually I'm going to have to use the Old Olive, but it'll work. And we're going to do that on the green on the leaves of the pumpkin and the green on the corn. Whoops, I went out of the line there. And you probably hear my dogs barking. Somebody's barking outside. Okay. And then we're going to go over here and do these leaves real quick. Color them in. Sounds like the whole neighborhood of dogs are barking. Okay, and then we can do this flower over here the same as well. We'll use the yellow. And you could change it up. You could add some orange to it if you'd like. I should have paid more attention to coloring when I was in kindergarten. Okay. Let's do a little bit of brown. Oh, that's green. I should have the right one. Color it in. Get those veins on the flower. And then we're going to do our pumpkins with the pumpkin pie color. And this set of our pencils are just called the watercolor pencils. And we're going to do kind of, I'm not going to press real hard. I kind of want a lighter. I really don't care for this orange. I wish it was a little bit more, maybe a browner. I don't know. It's pretty bright. But it's fine. It all goes together. I just like my reds. I like country reds. And when you see a pumpkin, you know, they're not all super duper bright orange. They're kind of a dull orange. But we're gonna spruce it up a little bit. Okay, go over here and do this one. Color it in. Make sure you guys are seeing. Okay, then I'm going to take just a little bit of the brown and just kind of make some go. And then we're going to color in the corn, which we are going to use, I already got crushed curry. Where is it? Crushed curry and then a little bit of brown. So I'm just going to color a couple of them in, and like every other one, do a different color. Let's throw some brown in there. You know how you have two colored corn? This obviously looks like it's dried corn, so. Let's see. Whoops. I'm going to add another green right here. This looks green to me, like it should be green. There we go. Okay. So that's what it looks like. And then we're going to take our little part of the Rustic Crate bundle was cutting out this little cute basket. So we're going to put the basket together with the bundle of veggies. And I'm trying to remember how I did this. I think I did the basket first. Let's try this. And I just used our little die cut machine. A lot of our stamps come in bundles, so you can get the stamp set, but you can also get the die cuts to cut them out, and that makes it even a little bit more funner. Okay, so then we're going to put our little veggies in there. I forgot to stick them down. I'm going to slide them in. Okay, and push it down, and then I'm going to put a very thin strip of adhesive Glue might actually work better on something like this, but we're gonna use the adhesive and I'll just wipe off the excess. This is the fun part, is trying to get this in there so it looks straight and not something that's gonna leave a mark. Oops. Okay, let's get that one straighter. Okay, there we go. Looks so cute. Okay, and then we're gonna add, there we go, get that extra adhesive off of there. Isn't, yeah, my little handle looks a little crooked. Let's see if I can get it in there and be a little more straighter. There, let's see what that looks like. That looks better. Cockeyed, remember, I'm always cockeyed. Okay, that looks better. Now we're gonna add some doodads, and in our catalog is they're adhesive backed speckled dots. So these are the new ones that match this paper and this product. And I'm gonna use our pick your pick tool. Let's put on some, I think I went with the browns I did. Yeah, let's put a couple up here because I got a couple of little spots I need to cover. And then we're gonna put one maybe down here. And then we're gonna use our twine that I just used over here. And this is called natural jute string cord. We do have some ribbon, and we also have some twine that's got some silver in it, but we don't have any jute twine, and I really like jute twine, and I seem to use it a lot. Anyway, so we're just gonna make a cute little bow, and I kind of stink at bows. And on this, you could use this for a birthday. You could use this for a fall card. There's so many different things. Whatever, you know, whatever you'd like to use it for. Somebody has a fall birthday, or if you're going to a Thanksgiving gathering or a holiday gathering, and you take a bottle of wine, you can always make a card to add to it. So we are gonna add, let's do this. Let's move this over a little bit. What if we move this around and stick our bow right there? I kind of like that. Okay, and then we're going to attach our bow with our little mini glue dots. Okay. I'm going to move this because I don't like that there. Let's do something like that. There we go. Isn't that cute? And then what we can do is we could take the inked, I think I had the inked botanical and the charming sentiments to put on the inside. And I think inked botanical is right here, which is inked in tile. So I think what I'm going to do is, and what was the other one? Charming sentiments, I think is what I used for the words. Oh, there they are. Beyond grateful. I think that's a great one to put on here because it looks kind of like Thanksgiving time. So that's the sentiment we're going to use. And then I like to put like either a little flower or something down here in the corner. You could put doodads, anything that goes with kind of your theme. And the ink I'm going to use, I think I'll go ahead and use the copper clay. Now when we want to put this in, so we want to make sure that the stamp is kind of in the middle on that one. I have wild wheat too. Ooh, pecan pie will look good. Let's just use copper clay because it matches the paper. And being that this is a clear stamp, so it's called a photopolymer stamp, we need to use the stamp pad to give you a good base to stamp on. I'm asking for trouble leaving that open. I hope you know. Get your card straight, get it centered, pop it down, and then I think we're gonna take one of these ink botanicals and just kind of, how about this one? And I'm not gonna go all the way on, probably just gonna do a little bit of it. So I'm gonna put this down, and now this has the rubber mat, so you don't need that. And I'm not gonna go all the way. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mask this off because I don't want to use the whole thing. I think it'll be easier. Yeah, what if I went something like, maybe like that? Let's try that. Cover that up. And then that's gonna go, should have probably did this first, but I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna use a piece of scratch paper so that it doesn't go off on everything else. Okay, so, and I'm still gonna use the, the pecan pie, or copper clay, excuse me. And so then take this off, and as you can tell, there's no ink down there. So it's not gonna ink anything, it's not gonna stamp anything. So we kind of masked it off. And then since I'm gonna end up over here and I don't wanna be over here all the way, I'm gonna stick that there and then kind of position it wherever I want it. Oh, I'm gonna get that all over me. I can feel it. And I might even go down a little bit further. No, I kind of like it up. I really should have did this part before I put in the Beyond Grateful. Okay, so let's go. Here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3. Push it down. Oh, that looks cute. It really doesn't look cute. I should have went a little bit more. Bummer, 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 bummer. Let's see if I can fix it. Let's put this up here. Let's see if I can kind of match it. These are harder to match. You know what? I'm not even going to try it. So in real life, sometimes you make mistakes, right? And you have to fix them. So we're going to pull this up. And I happen to have another piece right here that I can cut real quick into the 5 1/4 by 4. Throw that to the side, and I'm gonna, okay, that's gonna go back down there. Easy, quick fix, you guys. It's just paper. That's my theory. It's just paper. Let's fix that back up. Turn that back over. Let's stamp this first. How about that? And I might put the leaves on it this time. I'm going to wipe off the excess so that hopefully, and honestly, I think I'm going to stamp off first. That way it'll give me, this is a really bright ink, but if we stamp off first, right, and then we stamp on, it's going to be lighter and it's going to look better. So let's do that. So let's do the stamp on, stamp off. Dang nabbit. I'm trying to figure out maybe just part of the, screw it. Okay, here goes nothing. Okay, and now we can take, and then you can still see a little part of it, which is fine. Now we can take the Beyond Grateful and and put that. You can put it down here and right up there. You can put it up there and right down there. I'm going to put it down here, something a little different. There we go. Isn't that super cute? A little different of a fun fold card. I love the fall. I love the fall colors. You're going to hear me say that a million times. I like the burr months. You're going to hear me say that a million times. Super, super cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, I pre-recorded it. It is Sunday, or actually it's Saturday night, super late. And I will probably post it on Wednesday. So I hope your week's going good, and we will catch up with you later. Thanks for watching, and this is Darla with Stampin' with Chaos. Good night.